Hello, and welcome back. Jonathan Mathis, the Sports Judge, here with you. Thank you for checking out the content and supporting the channel. If you like the content and enjoy sports commentary, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We've got a series. A moment like Saturday night really could be the start of something. It's weird what occurred in Game 3 when you consider that we've had one of the most lopsided playoff games in basketball history. OKC is up 2-1 in this series and can win tonight and extend their lead to 3-1. And you can just feel the momentum shift. It comes in waves almost, the kind you just feel when the energy shifts. This is how it felt to me because OKC failed to maintain momentum. I overreacted to early wins as a prisoner of the moment because in games 1 and 2, Minnesota showed early signs that it couldn't keep up with a faster, younger, and stronger OKC squad. The Timberwolves season is alive and well. Got some momentum back. For them to come out and physically dominate the way they did with a 143-101 blowout win, a 42-point victory, provides the needed momentum to get back in this series. Now, the rub on the Wolves, there's good and bad. The downsides to this Minnesota team is it has a tendency to turn over the ball, unable to close out quarters, having a bunch of guys out of rhythm, out of sync, shooting the ball inefficiently, in large part because you're just settling for any and everything and hoping the shot goes in. Those are the things that cost the Timberwolves. The sloppiness, the turnovers, right? Games 1 and 2, lazy passes, cross-court prayers, weak handles, giving OKC fast break points, 30 fast break points. It's hard to break bad habits, but you have to clean that up to give yourself a shot. And in Game 3, it was a different story. Only 10 turnovers, excellent ball movement. OKC thrives on turnovers. They want transition baskets. They want fast breaks and loose balls. Cutting down on turnovers, taking away their fast breaks, transition buckets is how you keep the Thunder grounded. You have to turn them into a half-court team, and when you do that, they look more vulnerable and beatable. In all honesty, this is everything you want out of a Wolves team consistently in the mix. When things don't break the right way, or you find yourselves with your backs against the wall, all you can really do is keep playing. And in games, when adversity hits, when you're not making shots, when you're turning it over, you have to figure it out. Find ways to win, respond in a way that can be uplifting, and more importantly, play with a great deal of confidence. Maybe the best thing for the Wolves was that they trailed 2-0 returning home. They're right back in it. Now. Huge win and huge mentality boost. This time back home in front of their fans. They came out ready to play, came out prepared. They executed. This is how the Wolves look when they hit their shots. And just think, I can also tell you the first quarter is paramount because the target center would be dead quiet if OKC comes out early and start the quarter with an 8-0 run or a 10-0 run and go on to outscore the Timberwolves. The mindset you have going into Game 4 is to come out with that same energy, that same competitive fire. It does help you prepare a little bit because you look at the things you did better and you continue to get better. I think for me, my mindset, if I played for the Wolves right now, if we minimize the amount of turnovers and if we hit our threes and win the game defensively, we completely win. If you're the Wolves right now, your mindset got to be like, we physically dominated that game. We lost the 2 games. That's on us. We moved on from that, fixed some things, and now we're back in it. And that's how you have to approach that if you're the Wolves. If the Timberwolves win Monday night, it's scoring 7. Biggest takeaway from Game 3 is that the Minnesota Timberwolves could win this series. That they could come back and force a Game 7 and win this series. After the first 2 games, I said, oh my goodness. Minnesota is about to get swept. Game 3. That was the type of win the Wolves desperately needed. This is, you go down 0-3, it will feel like a wrap. OKC looking to apply what would essentially have been the knockout punch. This time around, Minnesota hits back. It was necessary. I mean, obviously, Anthony Edwards' performance was inspiring. I have to just say this off the top. Edwards reminds me of Jordan in his late peak form. And for this performance, probably the biggest performance in his career to occur in a Game 7-like scenario, if they don't get this game, it's likely a done deal, a wrap. For Edwards to have this type of performance, it literally reminded me of MJ. The skill set, the mentality. I think we've seen the best version of Ant. This needs to be repeated in Game 4, but the Ant we saw in Game 3, that's the Anthony Edwards that can compete for an NBA championship. If he doesn't have those 30 points, this series is over. He does it from deep as he is able to. He's aggressive attacking the basket. I've seen the whole arsenal. Step back 3-pointers, hard drives to the basket, pull up jumpers. Game 4, he put the team on his back. And I think Ant said, hey, I'm not ready to see our season come to an end. We're not going home. And this is what the Wolves fans are looking for. They got their best version of MJ, a guy who is the leader of the team in almost every indicator and statistic. That's exactly why he draws that comparison for what the unique skill set that he brings. He had to carry the offense, and he came up huge when he was needed the most. Just like MJ was. He was agile in the game. He always wanted the ball for himself, fought for it, and he spread the points better and carried his team on his back. I trust that this Minnesota team will tie the series with a Game 4 win, especially if Edwards is forceful to start and inspires his teammates to match his energy. That's why the Timberwolves blew OKC out of the building. That's why he needed to do what he did to take his team to the next level. Without question, this was the best they can play. Their 3-pointers dropped, the defense flexed, they took care of the basketball, made better decisions with the ball. Their star player elevated his play. They were physical and locked in defensively. I got to give all hats off to Minnesota. And also, not just Ant, but Jaden McDaniels. It was a defensive masterclass for him. He stayed out of foul trouble. He locked in. And in this game, when it mattered the most, they didn't over-rotate. It was a surgical defensive effort. I give my cap off to Minnesota in this one. Game 3 was Minnesota's best defensive performance of the playoffs. They didn't just defend, they swarmed. They made SGA look mortal. They made OKC's half-court offense look like a bunch of guys trying to solve a puzzle. The goal is not out of reach. It's definitely way harder to get back in a series, but you're at home with a chance to take Game 4 on your home floor. It will be difficult, but possible. I took the Timberwolves in 7 over OKC, but I saw the way the series was going and started leaning towards the Thunder to win the series. Series 2-1, momentum swinging, and all the pressure is flipping back to OKC. And now you're looking at Minnesota, you're looking at this Minnesota team that stumbled onto a formula that could help them get back in the series. That was a beatdown the other night. Let me tell you, that was a beatdown. If they can do that over again, if they can do all that again in Game 4, they'll be a tough out from here on out. One game at a time, one quarter at a time, one possession at a time. We'll see what happens tonight in Game 4. All right, everybody, I'm getting out of here now. It's been real as always. Love seeing y'all faces. Love having you guys join me for some sports talk. But guys, I got to get on out of here now. I got to wrap it up. We'll talk again very soon. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you show this channel some love and some support. And I'll get back with you guys very, very soon. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. And happy Memorial Day to all our servicemen and women out there. Salute to you. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for our beautiful country. Guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, everyone.